All right. Shalom, shalom, Israel. Just make sure I get myself right. Shalom. Today I'm coming back to y'all with more precepts and more breakdowns, all right? And I'm naming this one, Watch Therefore, because at this point of our lives, man, a lot of prophecies are coming to pass. You got wars, you got uproars of the people, you got earthquakes, you got all devastations and all manner of hell taking loose. You got all manners of demons just doing all types of things, man. So as you, as an Israelite that's trying to keep these commandments, come back to your heritage. Come back to the Most High. We have to, because this place don't owe us nothing. All right, we gotta get out of here. All right. So I'm gonna try to keep this short and to the point. And remember, watch. This Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it upon the tables, that it may run that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, right? So that appointed time has come to now. The stage of prophecies, all right? This generation of prophecies, all right? Because the Lord said, this generation shall not pass until all things be fulfilled, all right? But at the end it shall speak, right? All these prophecies that the Lord said was going to happen, they're going to speak, all right? And not lie. Though it tarry, though some of these things that he said, they haven't happened yet, but some have. But he said, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, all right? I think that was it on that. Let me go through verse 4. I'm sorry. Verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not right in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right. So we understand that the Most High said all these things were going to happen, but he told us, hey, here's the patience of the faith of the saints. We have to wait on the Most High. We know our kingdom coming, but we got to let him destroy Esau, destroy these other nations. We got to let him take care of them first. Then he going to take care of us. All right. But he got to get the stage set, which the stage is really set. All right. The Lord just got to come and do it, man. But we got to wait on him, all right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 42. Watch, therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord do come. So we always got to watch. We don't know when the Lord going to come. He can come now. He can come 5 minutes from now. He can come a day from now. He can come a year from now. We don't know. But he said watch, all right? But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come. So just say, for instance, I'm up and it's like 5 in the morning and I hear somebody breaking in my house. Okay, I'm up so I can see who breaking in my house. All right, the Lord said, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, because the Lord said he coming as a thief in the night, so you always got to be up and watching. All right, he would have watched, all right? He would have watched, all right? And would not have suffered his house to be broken up, right? Because if you're asleep, if you out here doing the worldly things, going to the club, going to all these events and out of town and all this and that, man, you're not watching. How can you be watching? I'm not saying you're not supposed to live your life, but the Lord said watch. You don't know when all this big catastrophe gonna start off. Because you got Venezuela popping off. You got France popping off. You got Germany popping off. You got all these places popping off, man. But America's the last stop. We don't know when it's going to happen, man. But it's coming. It's ready. You got Russia getting ready to point their nukes over here. They just made a hypersonic bomb that can travel around the globe or the earth for days. And then come and strike when it want to. The Lord said, watch, man. This stuff is getting serious. It ain't no more time for games. Verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think, not the Son of Man cometh. Right. He gonna come in an hour when you least expect it. You can be doing whatever. Just like that. So you always got to watch, man. This our Lord. We should be waiting on him. We shouldn't be doing what we want to do. We should be getting ourselves right for him because he made us. We belong to him. We don't belong to this world. This world is filthy. This world belongs to the children of the flesh, man. We're not the children of the flesh. We're the children of the Most High. All right? Verse 45, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord had made ruler over his household, to give him meat in due season? Verse 46, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find doing so. I want to be that type of servant, man, that the Lord, when he come, he'll find me worthy to escape these things, that he find me worthy to be beamed up in a chariot. I want to be that type of servant. All right? So we got to get our mind right, man. And I'm not just getting on you all, I'm getting on myself as well. This is a cut to myself. I got to get myself right too. But ultimately, we are as a people, as a nation. No man is above his nation. The Lord is our king, and he waiting on us to get right so he can come destroy this place and set his beautiful, wonderful kingdom up, man, for us to dwell in. All right? My next precept I'm going to get is Matthew chapter 25 and verse 13. Matthew 25 and verse 13. All right. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. Like I said earlier, we don't know when he gonna come. He can come 5 minutes from now. He can come a day from now. We don't know. But he said, watch. Watch, watch, watch. He telling us to watch repeatedly for a reason. It's a reason he telling us this. All right? My next precept I'm going to get is Luke chapter 21 and 36. Luke 21 and 36. All right? Watch you therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Right. So we got to make sure we worthy, man. Doing things of this world, that's not trying to be worthy of the Lord. How can it? You're involved with wickedness. Unless you come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and keep the faith and wear your actual garments that the Most High require of you, then you're not going to be found worthy. All right? Just like if I had a whole team, and if I left them for a couple of days and came back, and they got on different jerseys, how am I know who team they on? They ain't on my team. They ain't got on the same jersey I got. They ain't got the same color I got. How am I going to identify them? I can't. So the Lord is trying to say, hey, be good so I can find you worthy. All right? It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. You gotta watch Israel, man. This stuff is serious, man. It ain't a game no more, man. It's been not a game, but it's not a game, man. Like Benny Singer said off State Property. Man, you gonna get down and you gonna lay down. And getting down means you gonna get down with order, and laying down means you gonna serve that death. All right? This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. Right, so I'm giving y'all warning. Just like if we all lived in one city, and I was the watchman, and I sat up in the tower, and I'm seeing the Romans and the Greeks and all these people, other nations come in, I have to warn y'all. I got to run back to the city and say, hey, knock on everybody's door. Hey, they're coming, they're coming. That's what the Lord is doing to his servants. He's out there to show y'all and to let me see. He's trying to warn y'all, basically, straight up warn you, so you can get yourself right. All right? It's not hard. It's not hard at all. This 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 6. book of Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, right? Because we have that light. We have that light, excuse me, Israel. We have that light of the Lord, all right? He said, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and the love for an helmet, the hope of salvation, right? So we got to put on these things so we can come back and serve the Lord, because it's pretty serious, all right? My next precept is 1 Peter chapter 4 and 7. 1 Peter 4 and 7. All right, this is a book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Right, so we got to watch and pray. And he said, be sober, right? Be sober-minded. Don't be having all these different philosophies in your mind. And neither is all these drugs. Don't have that stuff clouded in your mind. You got to be right with the Lord. Your temple and everything got to be in one. Your garment has to be without spot and blameless, all right? Yeah, I got two more. In my pocket. Here we go. This is the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 67. All right. Behold, God himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sin and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall God lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. Right, so everything that you're dealing with, leave off of it, including myself. That's why I'm making this video, for motivation for myself, to help myself, all right? And this should be a motivation for you to help yourself as well, all right? For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle, with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So we know Esau about to get ready to start martial law, and there's about to be tanks all through the city, and they're about to be cracking down, man. I was just watching a video before I came on. They are dogs made like robots. They can run and everything, man. They can climb on rocks. They can make them jump on buildings, tall buildings, not no small building, tall buildings. So Esau is getting ready, man. These other nations are getting ready. So in order to be out of that trouble, the Most High said, come back to me, and I'll protect you. Well, none of these things come near to you. And for time, let me pull this last one to explain what I just said. This is Psalms chapter 91. I know my phone about to go dead. I'm running out of time. But I had to hurry up and hop on here and do this, y'all, because it's coming, man. This Psalms 91 and verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. All right, right. So the Most High can go give his angels charge over us. If you didn't know it, now you had a guardian angel or some type of angel that always protects you and always sends messages to the Lord of keeping record of what you're doing. So always keep in mind that the angels are watching you and that they're always protecting you. All right, one more. This is Psalms 34 and 7. All right, Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him and deliver them. Right. So it's always a chariot high in the sky covering you and watching you. So you always got to keep that faith and knowing that. So I just wanted to come to y'all today with these quick precepts and say, hey, watch therefore, because it's here and the time is coming. So shalom, you all be safe. And I love y'all, Israel. Shalom.